Okay, I'm going to do a video about men and why men get married. Why? Why do men get married to women? Because 70% of divorces are initiated by the woman. So, and then even if a woman cheats or she's the terrible one in the relationship, she's the abuser, she's still entitled to half the man's money. So I don't get why. Think about all these footballers that are earning thousands and thousands a week. They all get married, knowing what could happen if a divorce happens. Should that happen? You know what I mean? Why? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Are they that addicted to women that they must put a ring on the finger? Even a guy with no money should think twice, because what does the marriage benefit to a man? It's got all the benefits for women, but not for men. And women are not really, especially today in this modern world, this fucked up world we live in now. Women are so obsessed with social media likes and inbox from different guys. They've got so many options, and when they go online, their online persona is different, because when they go online, they've got all these standards. When I say online, I mean dating sites, right? They've got all these standards, and they're very picky because they get loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of attention that they don't even deserve, but they're getting it because men are stupid, right? So they've got all this access to men. They're so picky because they've got all this access. They've got the spot for choice. They don't know who to pick. They can literally click the fingers and be not single in a day, but they're not doing this. They continue to stay single and then complain when they can't find nobody. Then they go back on sites, and then they might come off it if they get a foot buddy. Then they go back on it. They use a guy for what they can get out of him, then go back on the date. It's a cycle that's just never ending for women, and it's their fault. It's not men's fault. It's theirs. Because at the end of the day, it's not their fault that they're getting loads of attention. Not really. It's the stupid men that are doing it. But at the same time, if you're getting all this attention, you shouldn't have any trouble finding one. A woman shouldn't have any trouble finding a man at all. Not if she's, even if she's half decent looking. Because I've seen with my own eyes women that are, let's say, bottom of the barrel in terms of looks, they're still getting men. So how can a pretty woman struggle? It's just unrealistic. It's stupid. It's the woman that's the problem, not the men. And in terms of the reasons why women get with men, eventually, when they eventually choose one, it's over superficial shit, right? Superficial shit, like he must be 6 foot, not 5'11". He has to be 6 foot, even though there's an inch difference. No, ideally 6'4" plus. Ideally, maybe even 6'7", 6'8", maybe even 7 foot, right? Because that's what their persona is online. They must have a tall guy, and his banana, his sausage must be 10 inches plus, even more, which indicates they must have a bucket fanny or bucket pussy, whatever you want to call it, right? They must have a bucket if they want a guy with more than 12 inches, that's for sure. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. I mean, I've seen it with my own eyes. I've heard it with my own ears. So some of these modern women are, they're not in reality. They live online. Their brain is online. Because I've seen women walk in the street with their boyfriend, and the height discrepancy isn't that much. They're both, let's say if she's 5'3", 5'4", 5'5", he might be 5'9", 10. You know what I mean? So he's not exactly a giant, is he? You know what I mean? He's average height, just about. You know what I mean? I see it all the time. So why is this online persona showing a huge discrepancy in what you get in real life? It's nonsense. And when it comes to personality, a lot of women really don't have a good personality because they feel like they don't have to do anything. Because a lot of women think they're better than what they are in terms of looks, right? So they think they don't have to do anything. They can be out of shape, no gym membership, have multiple children, sometimes with different men, and still have these extraordinary standards for men. Especially if the man is black. Especially if the man is black. Because we all know black men need to be Superman / Batman / Bruce Wayne rolled into one slash Tupac slash ASAP Rocky, right? Gangster rappers. That's what women fantasize over. They romanticize over it. They love it. Is that the type of man that you want as a baby dad? Is he going to stay? Iggy Azalea, who's a white rapper, female rapper, she got cheated on by a rapper boyfriend, yeah? Rihanna, supposedly been cheated on recently by ASAP Rocky. So even women of those standards get cheated on. So what do you think your chances are with so-called plastic gangsters? Anyway, this leads me to the question, why are men getting married? They're still doing it. They're still doing it. Especially men with money. The world's richest men get married and the wife leaves their ass and they've got access to all their cash. So their wives are billionaires because their husbands, even in divorce. It's ridiculous. These footballers earning £300,000 a week, getting with women and getting married. You see it on Instagram as well. They're posing with a woman like she's a trophy. You know what I mean? Because obviously, if they're used to winning trophies, a woman's just another one, right? And or even if they're not winning trophies, the wife's a trophy. That's what they are. Because why else would the man want to get married when he knows, worst case scenario, she's taking half of his shit? Don't make sense. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Reality News TV.